Washington, D.C. Let's go back to Washington, D.C. This time we are following the House Transportation hearing. So Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy is testifying before the House Transportation and Infrastructure Committee hearing on, quote, oversight of the Department of Transportation's policies and programs in fiscal year 2025 budget request. Let's take a listen in to what's being said right now.
Said, quote, in partnership with the Trump-Vance administration and Congress, U.S. DOT will work to advance rail safety. As President Trump has pledged, we will ensure the people of East Palestine are not forgotten, and we will use every resource to prevent other communities from enduring what they experience. I just heard my colleague from Southeast Ohio say you were planning to pay more attention to rural communities. I do not represent East Palestine, but they do feel forgotten because there has not been any rail safety. I recognize that you appreciate the separation of powers. Thank you for that, as you shared with my colleague from Nevada. But resources aren't just money, sometimes it's influence. And so I'm asking, based on the statement that you made in February, what resources, including your influence, have you invoked to Congress, with Congress, in order to ensure that people are not forgotten, because the people in East Palestine are asking for rail safety legislation?
Yeah, and I've worked well with the Vice President, former Senator from Ohio, who has thought about this extensively. Obviously, it was one of his communities. And again, I think what we're trying to think through is the equities of labor and the equities of safety around new technology, and how do we cut that balance. But I do think there are new technologies that could have identified what was going wrong on the East Palestine train.
Well, I'm so sorry to interrupt you, because I only have a minute and 20 seconds. We have an NTSB report that shows exactly what happened, and some suggestions from a director who is still on with the Trump administration, and it is fantastic. So I think we can listen to what she has said, and we don't have to reinvent the wheel here. But have you spoken with Chairman Graves about any legislation using your resource of influence to make sure that people of East Palestine are not forgotten?
No, well, not forgotten. Again, not from us. By the way, I did a show on Fox Business. I was the first TV show to start to cover East Palestine. No one was covering it. And I was one of the first ones to try to bring this to the national light.
Mr. Secretary,
because I do care about it. And again, what my point to you is we do have equities.
Mr. Secretary,
and
is that a
rulemaking
yes or no?
authority.
Have you spoken with Chairman Graves about
East Palestine? I have not.
Okay, thank you so much. That is very indicative and understands why we haven't seen anything in East Palestine. I'm going to move to air traffic. I represent Northeast Ohio, Ohio's 13th Congressional District, the best district in the country. And since we're doing invitations, I'm inviting you to come out and see our airport, which has one of the oldest air traffic control towers in operation. 2 months ago, when your undersecretary was here, I asked him for a list of those towers and why Akron-Canton wasn't on it, and we have yet to get a response. We have also reached out to you directly to meet with you, so I'm hoping that maybe you can come to the district. We can talk about this air traffic control tower. You can see this fabulous airport that exists, and we can make sure that people are safe in Northeast Ohio. Thank you, Mr. Chair. I yield back.
For both of them, yes. And then I would just say that if you ask people in East Palestine, does Secretary Duffy support them, or did Secretary Buttigieg support them, I think that answer will be clear. He never went, or went weeks late. So just to duly note.
Gentleladies, time has expired. The chair has been notified of votes on the House floor. Therefore, the committee shall stand in recess, subject to call of the chair.
All right, so it looks like the transportation hearing just went into recess.